Hey friends, it's Charles here, and you probably guessed it. I want to talk about G.I. Joe. In particular, I want to talk about Duke. This book, my goodness, have I enjoyed this one. We're on number 4 right now, and every issue has been filled with what I consider oh shit moments. Those moments of action, of story beat, of just something you don't, surprises and twists and turns every issue, and I keep expecting it every time. I'm 4 issues in, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna settle down and we're gonna get into somewhat of something comfortable. And no, there is no slowing down. There is no comfort. And this is not for kids. This is not the G.I. Joe I grew up with. The G.I. Joe I grew up with was Cobra trying to take over monuments or, extort the government for money and shooting lasers at each other and parachuting safely to the ground with absolutely no stakes. No, they are literally firing with live rounds in this book, and there is real danger. And it's also the approach to the story too. Is it's not these are not cookie cutter, happy kid friendly characters. These are characters that have issues stemming from their service, and they have struggles stemming from what they've experienced. And you get to meet a new character issue by issue. We start off with Conrad, and issue 1 and 2, we see Stalker and Baroness, and you're introduced to these characters one by one, and you get a lot of backstory with them. Um, and pretty much the way it starts is Duke sees something that he's not supposed to. Spoiler alert, it's a transformer. And Duke is like, what? Flying robots? Government's hiding shit from me? I'm Duke. What's going on? And it's like, yeah, flying robots. Killed his buddy. And the government's like, nah, man, you just going crazy. And it's like there's the very real fallout on Duke of that, is explored. And, you know, um, there's some gruesome grim violence in there that I really enjoy it, and it is over the top. And action keeps ramping up and ramping up, and I'm actually interested to see. I mean, it's something that they're clearly doing is ramping it up every issue, and there's gonna come a point to where are they gonna have to slow things down and before it gets outlandish, or are they just gonna keep finding more creative ways to ramp up the action? But I'm not disappointed so far. If you're not reading Duke, what are you doing with your life? Image Comics has been killing it lately. I'm reading a lot of their books. When I first started, I was all about Dynamite Comics, but then, they yeah, some choices in writers and material really got me not buying some of their books. I still do enjoy some of their titles, read some of it, and I've been really heavy on DC for like the last 2 years. But Image is giving DC a run for their money with the quality. So that's my thoughts on Duke and this new universe, and it includes Void Rivals, and Cobra. I believe they're calling it the Energon universe. You don't have to read the other books to keep up with this, and this is not canon with the current GI Joe run, which I'm also reading. So you don't have to jump in feeling like you missed something. If you can get the first 3, they've done reprints on at least 2 of them, from what I've seen. So you should be able to get a hold of some. That's my thoughts on Duke. Number 4. I talked about number 3. And if they keep bringing the fire, I'll do a review for every issue because I'm loving this shit. I am absolutely loving it. Look at these panels, just flying and blowing shit up, and just how can you not love that in comic books? Anyway, I'll talk too long. I'm out. Duke, number 4. Go copy one, and I'll see you next time. Keep reading them books.